What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of the beautiful front living Cedar Creek. This is the 2025 Cedar Creek 370 FL, and I'll tell you what, this thing is just jam-packed. I mean, this one in particular has the slide toppers. You got frameless windows, bath and a half with a massive rear bath going right off of the bedroom. Absolutely fantastic if you're someone that values bathroom space, but also the half bath accommodates for guests that you can sleep up in the front living. The front living also has a little televator. Pretty darn cool. We're going to go over a pretty good tour on this, probably about 15 to 20 minutes or so. I'm going to start by just a quick 360 and then head right on inside here for you. But if you're not familiar, the Cedar Creek is a very well-built unit. You're going to have 2-inch thick sidewalls, aluminum frame construction that's going to be 16 on center going throughout the unit. And it's also got an aluminum structure even for the roof. This one in particular, and I'll put a link down for all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes. I mean, has slide toppers, you got backup camera pre-installed, a whole bunch of good stuff, which are going to be, you know, optional for you if you'd like. But what I love about this floor plan is just the storage on this thing is absolutely incredible. I mean, when you go inside and you see the bathroom bedroom combination, and then you marry it up with stuff like this, and then slam latch doors that are going to be a little thicker than most. Very cool. Now you're going to get 6-point hydraulic auto leveling on this unit. You're going to have dual awnings as well, so one right here, one right there with the LED lights, so that way it provides you with some really good shade here on the exterior. You also see that you have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system to help you get on top of that roof. And again, it's an aluminum truss roof as opposed to the wood. The storage back here, I mean, it is what it is. You got the Tough Flex, kind of beat me up. The toy hauler finish to the floor. So, I mean, whatever you think that might rough up, the main entry with the linoleum, toss it back there. You are ready to go. Tankless on-demand hot water heater, so you can access the back half from that right out here. You're also going to see you have a black tank flush, which is basically a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. So that way it kind of knocks off, all the crud, TP, and the dirt. Sewer outlet connection located right here. And you're also going to get a power cord reel, so that way you don't have to lug around those super heavy guys. Not like this little skinny doodad. Right now we got it plugged into right there just to kind of keep the lights on, but usually they're pretty darn heavy. Upgraded road armor suspension, and then I believe you also got the tire pressure monitoring system and the ABS brakes by Lippert. So pretty cool. I know we went over that pretty quickly, but most of the good stuff is on the inside. And before we get there, I mean, right over here, battery, hydraulics, and a docking station. So as we do head inside, you're going to see all of these slide outs. Now you can shut one off. Like if you want, boom, you flip over the bed mode. Now the bed can't go out. So that way when you're parked at a campground, you can just put the bed open and now you can sleep there. So pretty darn neat. Hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, your front cap light, battery disconnect, and then all your different bypass valves, along with a secondary black tank flush and your city water connection, and then all of your cable and satellite. Right here we'll have your specs, which again will be down in the description. But as far as the basics, your dry weight, 14,781 pounds. So it is heavy, but not super heavy. But it can also hold 1,845 pound-o-roonies worth of stuff. Your auto level control will be located right there as well. One thing about the Cedar Creek that you might not know is they switched over to a composite flooring for the side floor. So that's going to be nice just in the, if you ever happen to have, a leak or anything like that, it'll actually, it's a material that doesn't absorb water, so it's a little bit of a higher end. But now we're going to head on into the inside. Again, all the specs, price links, all that kind of stuff will be down in the description. And right off the bat, as you're heading in, my favorite set of steps, which I know sounds kind of goofy, but I have toured hundreds of these RVs. You can always tell which one's got the good steps by having that right there. But why I like it is because I have kids. Why you might like it is simply because, I mean, well, look at that. I mean, it is super light. Maybe you're, not as strong as you once were, or possibly you've got shoulder problems. Something like that, goes along. All right, sorry about that real quick. The phone decided to pause on me. But when you walk in, I mean, this is going to be your kitchen area. Really kind of open space for kind of a cramped area. If that, I mean, that sounds a crazy thing to say. That sounds like somebody that used to be in sales, which I was. Um, but I mean, you have a pretty good island. However, they cut out some of the bottom to add accent lighting with the flip up counter that I'll show you here. But the dual opposing slides give you plenty of wiggling and jiggling room. I mean, I am a big dude. I'm 300 pounds. I like to eat my steaks. I like to drink my apple juices. And I like to walk around. Well, this has a 101-inch wide body construction. So basically that means it's going to be about a total of 5 inches wider than the average RV of 96 inches. You're going to get things like 6'10" tall high slides, 12-volt refrigerator, oven, half bath, bedroom, bathroom combo, and then your dinette, all of which, we'll get back to here in a second. Just wanted to give you a little preview. But since this is the 370 FL, obviously I got to start up in the front. Let me look at that, the touch screen right there. So if you're ever looking for one similar, the Cedar Creek Experience line might be something to check out. It'll be a little bit cheaper, but it has, or less expensive, I guess you'd say. Same construction, just maybe not as nice for like the, the fascias and things like this. It'll have manual controls. Might be something worth, checking out. But I mean, when you walk out up here, I mean, I just think this is beautiful. You can change the decor up if you'd like in terms of couch color. But if you have grandkids, or if you have some buddies, they're just tying a couple too many off down at the campground, you want to sleep them over, you can do that because both of these couches pull out to meet in the middle for a bed. You can obviously see there is a little fireplace for the ambiance, along with accent lighting, TV that's on a televator. So I think that is pretty darn neat, and plenty of countertop space. And I like how outlets are on both sides. You also get a little storage here, kind of the gold to the handle. This is going to be a real wood too, by the way, which is nice. A nice little add touch. And I think the accents look good between like the cream white and the the brown. That fireplace puts out about 4,800 BTUs of heat, or in non kind of dorky language, it'll heat up pretty much all of this up until maybe that division for the bedroom, maybe further if you have proper airflow. Now behind the TV, same storage over here, by the way. Behind the TV, you're going to have a nice front cap window, and to retract it, you just hold right here, and you see it's relatively quiet. I mean, it's not anything too crazy, but it is super, super fast. And now it is tucked away. It's out of the way. Now, hopefully you're enjoying a good view, of some mountains, or something like that. Let's go ahead and get the old flex in while we can. But you have your shades. These are going to be your Dracula shades, or half drac, and then full drac right here. So, you can stop the old skin from sizzling on you. Both slide outs over on this side and that side are going to be the same. So pull out sofa, little window here, little window there, both of which come with the day and night shades, both of which open. And then the middle one is going to be your larger, kind of opening one that's also an emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop, and you can get out in a hurry. This is going to be one of the differences for the Cedar Creeks, are things like this. Just a higher end finish to the product in general. On the Experience, it'll just be trim around the window. So again, if that's not stuff that you value, you might want to check it out. Now, as far as height is concerned, these are going to be what they call a full profile RV. So full profile RV basically just means flat all the way across, the same height. So you're going to get really good head height. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. What are you thinking? Probably 6'4", 6'5", something like that. 3 ACs in this one in particular. So you'll have one right here, one in the kitchen, one in the bedroom. You can option it out with 2, I believe, or at least that's how it was about a year and a half ago when I was selling them. You got a big old speaker right there to connect up to Bluetooth. And then your recliners are going to have the stainless steel cup holders, a place for a TV controller, and your books. You also have extend, retract, and your USB right there as well. So pretty darn cool. And if you guys don't mind, drop a comment. Let me know, what you guys think. I'm trying to work on some things here at the moment where I have more time with each RV, so maybe I can slow it down and give a more educational video. Is that something that you guys think you'd find value in, or just kind of keep, the same status quo? I'd probably increase my length of video up to about 30, 35 minutes or so. So I'm not sure if people want that or not. You got that little wood-looking beam right there. I think that's pretty snazzy. On each slide, you're going to notice, again, 6'10" slide height, but you also have the accent lighting. I imagine coming out, getting a midnight snack, would be pretty darn nice with that accents. And then again, we're back here to the island. You got the solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. And then bada bing, bada boom, you flip that up, you drop those legs. You got a nice little extra place to eat. Put out some hors d'oeuvres and have yourself a real good time. Stainless steel sink. It's going to be one of those fancy pants TikTok ones with the cup cleaner, the waterfall, the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles, and your soap dispenser right there. You're also going to see 4 pull-out drawers. And what I like about Cedar Creek is across the board, even in their cottage destination, is it's all going to be the dovetail finish with the soft close. You're also going to get shut-off valves, but then you also have a place for um, your dishes, which I think is pretty snazzy. And before we get to the refrigerator and the oven, just kind of want to show you this area here real quick. 4 more pull-out drawers. Good looking design, kind of like an accent wall. Right there, something that my wife would really like. This is the box for that Furrion S Vision. It also has a one-way mic on it too, which is pretty cool if you've never had one before. And then tire pressure monitoring system. So basically that'll tell you when your tire's getting too hot, too cold, overinflated, underinflated, yada, yada, yada. Outlet in here, so if you guys are, I guess secret drinkers, you could put a little blender in there and you can hide it from everyone. And then if you want a more normal experience, you could put it here or a Keurig. Now the touchscreen, all of these controls that you see here can also be controlled manually throughout the unit. The nice thing about these is anytime you see an arrow, you can put it on dimmer. So all you got to do is push and hold. And then now, bada bing, bada boom. Now keep in mind the camera will sometimes catch a flicker. You don't really see that with your eyes except for the the on-off portion. But you got the home mode where you can check out like master on and off, what kind of house battery power you got, how full your tanks are. You can turn on your tank heaters, which are 12-volt pads that go onto your tank. You can also do all your different climate controls. So this main one sitting right above me also has a heater. So it's got a form of electric heat, which is pretty cool. And then your slides are all color coded, so you don't even have to read. All you got to do is kind of caveman stare, match up the color, and you're good to go. And then you have like your networks diagnostics, stuff like that. Mobile app can be all connected there. But really cool system for you. They call that the Vira or the Vega Touch Myra. And then the Firefly is going to be the app. Oh, I'm sorry, it's reverse. This is the Firefly. Myra is the app. And as you can see there too, 200-watt solar panel up top, which is a good time to segue over into the refrigerator because this is a 12-volt refrigerator, meaning it can run off of the solar, off your battery. Actually, if you want to pause real quick, a lot of good stuff to read there. But I mean, for a week's worth of groceries, for 2, possibly even, up to 4 if you're buying this. Like if I was to buy it, I'd be shoving the kids up there up in the front. We'd be good to go. Let's see, that's not opening for some reason. Not sure why that's not open. There must be something stuck in there. But anyway, 2 different freezer drawers that pull out. Now right over here, you're going to have a garbage can below, cutting board up top. It's also got a nice looking cutting board. So I like to see that. Soft close, soft close. Room on either side with the outlets. 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixins. And a place where you can cook up, maybe like a little chicken. Let's go ahead and cut that open there real quick. But you got a, microwave, popcorn, potato mode, beverage mode. Heat yourself up a nice little Dr. Pepper. Have yourself a good old time. Be wheezing down at the campground. Paper towels, spice rack holder, and again, manual with the thing, with the arrow, so that way you can tell that is on a dimmer for the slide and the ceiling. More traditional storage over here, so just open-ended, and then a pull-out, and then half bath right behind this door, which is great for the guests. And I get a lot of comments too. That's only held on by a couple bolts. You could easily remove that and turn this into a big old pantry if you'd like. But you got a mirror to check out the old bowling gun, baby. I also like how it's on a lip right there. And then, you have outlet, kind of the curve right there to stop it from, splashing back up on you. And then the porcelain foot flush throne. Now, right over here, we're not quite done with the kitchen yet. But again, 6'10" tall high slides. So tall people are going to love this because it is full profile. You have massive slides. You got a lot of room throughout the entire coach from bedroom to front living, you know, and then you pack in the storage out there. You got tall people storage too. Flush on the floor, so that way it's, you know, kind of nice and even, kind of getting in there. 2 chairs, storage over on the left, massive windows for massive views. I imagine sitting down with honey buns, having a coffee in the morning, you know, maybe putting some utensils in there. This also expands out, so if you want to beat up on your neighbors, Megan, Chris, and some euchre, this is the spot to do it with a good view and no knee knockers underneath, with outlets to plug it in if you want to get a little bit of maybe work done. Solar charge controller is located right here. A little bit of a different spot for it. Typically it's over, not in a place like this, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter where it is. But this is where you can tell, you know, battery power, and then if you were in the sun, it would tell you how much amperage, you know, you're bringing in to trickle charge that up. Now you're going to get 2 steps heading up into the bedroom. This one's obviously got a couple outlets and then some hanging room, so you could make this like, you know, the vacuum closet or something. And then you have your fuse box right down below, so if something isn't working, you know, make sure to check that out, and it'll glow up nice and red for you, which is, you know, pretty handy. And now, one of my favorite part about this camper is probably the bedroom bathroom combo. I'm a big bedroom guy at night. I like to lay down in the bed. I like to watch movies, but I also like to stretch out in the bathroom, which I know sounds goofy, but you know, I'm a guy that makes RV videos for a living, so I'm assuming that you guys are okay with being a little bit goofy. And that's my thing. I like a big bathroom. We got a big bathroom at our house. I'll tell you, I remember that feeling when we first bought our first house, because we were living in a crappy apartment in a bad area. You know, we had a bunch of kids running around. You know, we had 3 kids running around. We had, my wife was getting pregnant, and it was panic mode. And what is that beeping? That's the hot water heater. Let's get that shut off. I don't even know why that thing's even would be on anyway. Well, heck, I don't know. But I just remember, man, it was crazy. I had bought a bathroom that's got dual vanities. So every time I see it, I just remember that pretty special day, which, you know, might not matter to most of you, but I'm getting on with the tour anyway. Um, Emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. You have your smart TV, a nice little booth to get dressed at, and then it looks like you got about a queen or maybe even a camper king size bed. We'll have to check the specs on that. Looks kind of in that tweener space. But I love the option that they put on here for the cadet heater. Basically, it's the same thing as that fireplace, but man, it gets nice and a roasty and a toasty. Both windows open up. They both have the half drac and the full drac. Plus, you do get some shelving with USB and Universal C. And then here we are, baby. The dual vanity, life is getting good bathroom. You know, if you bought an RV with this kind of bathroom, you have made it in life, living high street. So dual sinks. I love the fact that it is going to be the black, the solid surface. You also got another mirror, another gun. And then, I mean, just a ton of storage just like that. There's going to be 3 of them. But then underneath, access to your plumbing, storage, 6 pull-out drawers. The bottom 2 are going to be twice the size of that. And then you have a 1-piece fiberglass shower too with the teak seat, which I believe holds 250 pounds if my rating is correctly. I know it's at least 200, but I think 250 is correct. Tri-Glide glass series, so you can get in just a hair easier. I'm 6 foot, 300, 6 foot, 300 pounds, 6 foot, 315, depending on how grumpy I am lately. But you're looking at about almost maybe 6'10" for that too. Pretty darn crazy. Then right there, you got the shower head. Bada bing, bada boom. You got a safety latch right down here, so you want to make sure of that. And then if you wanted to option in a washer and dryer, whether it's from the factory or at the dealership level, you can absolutely do that. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2025 Cedar Creek 370 FL. Hope to catch you guys next time. See you.